All right, hello.
Hello, friends.
We're back. We're actually all back. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
We're all in
this together.
We're starting off
Yeah.
great. Oh boy.
We know what we're doing. I mean, come on, y'all. We know.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just faking it. Let's be honest.
We're starting 2024 off strong. We are not counting the end of last stream,
God.
but we're doing great. It was bad, Mana.
It was
we
so
basically, I got us thrown in jail. It was a bad time. We don't need to talk about it.
Oh no.
You got us thrown in jail, and then I got myself murdered. So when I tried to
and
do a
then
good deed, so.
And then I took everything. Well, you tried to do the good thing because I wanted to do the good thing.
Yeah.
And then we had to play asset management because I took all of the bullshit and I just, it went downhill.
It went downhill very quickly.
Oh.
But
damn.
we survived. Everyone, okay, I technically didn't survive, but I'm back to life. And we're on a
Withers
different game
brought
today.
you back.
Yeah, exactly. So we are back on Detective Pikachu.
Pika Pika, motherfucker. No.
I mean,
That's
kind
gonna
of,
be me the whole
yeah.
time. I'm sorry.
So, I guess we'll do a round of introductions. I'm Kels. I just play random Pokemon noises and occasionally cops. So far.
You're the side characters.
Which, let me just say, the fact that I don't know any of the names in English of these Pokemon, and I'm having to guess at it. This is a fun game.
It's okay. I will try to do my best to step in and be like, it's actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I have the controller, so.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Manabingu, your resident voice actor. Hello. And I play Detective Pikachu himself. Yeah. I love him so much.
I love
Such a
that
vibe.
you remembered who you were, because I was about to say, my name is Lieber, and I don't remember who I am.
You're the main character!
I'm Tim!
You're Tim!
His name is on the screen!
I didn't remember if I was Tim or Pikachu. I don't know. It's been 84 years.
It has been a long time, I will say.
See, this is where it's bullshit like this, where I'm just confused why my mother doesn't think I am neurodivergent.
Oh my god.
That was anyway. I don't remember jack shit, and it's fine. So I'm Tim, the boy.
Yeah,
who
let's go,
needs
Tim!
everything handed to him because this is a child's game.
Yep.
So.
Excellent. All right, so
Okay.
we don't have a recap from chat, so I'm going to see if maybe there's a recap in the menu. We'll see. I think there is, if I remember correctly. If I can figure out... Okay. Well, I can introduce shit.
All I remember is we ended our last Pikachu stream because we thought, like, we were making so many jokes and we were loopy.
This is our entire recap.
Holy shit!
All right,
That's
so Tim and Pikachu came to the dentist residence at Inspector Holliday's request to investigate a jewel theft case. Yeah, we looked around the crime scene last time, which is where we're at. And it looks like now we're interviewing the people in the Pokemon in the mansion. So, look, I just want to say, don't let me in here because I want to steal all this shit.
What?
Sorry.
Hey, Tim, there's something on the floor by the window, and also that's very sus. Should we check it out?
Okay. Where's? Oh, there's the window.
Oh, it's feathers. Damn.
Oh,
I think we might be looking at a bird.
Oh,
a bird Pokemon.
What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Nah, couldn't be.
Nah.
Sure looks like it. They scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here.
Do you think it has anything to do with this case?
Look at this. One of these feathers is darker than the others.
You're right. The other 6 are a lighter shade of blue.
Something about that is nagging at me.
Well, you see, birds don't actually have consistent coloring all the time. This is the jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Okay. I thought you were going to say more, man.
That's too much work.
Talk to me? No, Pikachu's not trying to talk to me.
Thank you for the help, sir.
Whoa.
Oh.
We may be. Oh shit!
Sorry,
never mind.
Yeah.
All right, Tim.
It's telling me I can't. Look in other people's rooms, which, fuck you. I can go wherever I want.
I'm a detective. You have to let me in. I'm the law.
Exactly. Okay, that's what that is.
What's the point of being the popo if I can't do what I want?
Exactly. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room.
Excuse me.
I guess it'd be too much to ask for us to join in, right?
I'm
Yes.
afraid we can't allow even the great Detective Tim to do that. Oh my god, we're a teenager. And I had to call us the great detective. Police protocol.
Holy shit.
You
The
understand.
great detective Tim.
I see.
I take you've heard it. I take it you've heard what Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion.
He's definitely not the bad guy.
No.
It sure seems that way.
In my
Oh,
position,
man.
I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you.
Okay, oh, we're actually going to ask
Thanks,
questions.
bruv.
Okay, at the time of the incident.
What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident?
We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves.
He's right. We should take this one step at a time and gather our intel.
All right, about Barnes.
No worries. Hello. Happy New
Hello,
Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome back.
You haven't really missed much.
You have not.
I screamed about that we should be allowed anywhere we want because we're the law.
We're the law.
And that's pretty much it so far.
Yeah,
We've
we
discovered
found some feathers.
Also, we have the shortest freaking recap in the entire world. It was kind
Yeah.
of funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah, there was no information in that, so hopefully we don't need any information to solve this.
Yeah, no, the game was not very helpful.
No.
I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect.
Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction.
He doesn't sound terribly convinced.
I didn't realize I was going to stop talking there, but
Does anything strike you as odd?
yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will towards Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty.
If you would like to give us a recap still, I would appreciate it.
Yes,
Just in
please.
case there's something that the game
Yeah, also your recaps are funny, so.
yes.
I remember we had the bitchy detective.
Yes, bitchy detective, yeah.
Yeah, now I
See? Good
why
time.
we need more help.
Chat, you also forgot, you also missed Lemur forgetting who she played last time, so...
Yeah, I never remember. It's one of my quirks. I just don't know what's going on.
I'm just here for the vibes.
Vibes and vibe checks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, oh boy, I was gonna start reading, and then the second paragraph showed up. Thank you. Let's see. Detective Pikachu recapped the original game and the search for Tim's father, Harry, during the R drug conspiracy 2 years ago. A Corviknight, I remember that. I was like, what the fuck? Pokemon names, man. The Corviknight crashed the mayor's press conference and stole our hat. Our first clue pointed us to Tim's acquaintance Rachel, but we first had to deal with a downed pedo. Oh, that's right. We didn't know how to
We
say
never
that.
figured it out.
We never figured it out.
Say it however
the
you'd
aroma.
like. I think we called him Bob there for a while, so.
It was Pie Dove. It was Pie Dove. I looked it up. Pie Dove.
We asked around for the aromatisse that
Yeah,
the
we'll
other
go with
pie
that.
doves.
Yeah, aromatisse. Yeah,
Aromatisse. That the other pie doves were following to wake up the victim. Then Will Butler of Rhyme City Pokelease almost figured out we can talk to Pikachu. And Applin asked us to find his friends. So we asked the executor is what I'm reading, and I don't think that's
Executor.
Executor, thank you. Again, Pokemon names, man. To clear the way and let us inspect the crime scene. We found that hat among the apples, but it kept evading him, so we had to climb the... Oh boy, I immediately forgot. The
Executor.
Executor, thank you. Executor. And catch the Applin under the hat. Tim's family congratulated him and brought him files from the past cases, including the Roid Rage, where he used a move thought lost to amnesia. That is the last one. Inspector Holliday came to us about a jewel theft. Oh, that's right. We're looking for a jewel. At the dentist residence, and we ran afoul of Brad McMaster, the chief pig. That's the bitchy cop. Barnes, the butler, is who the police suspect stole the Aurora drop, but the owner, D-Mace, wants us to exonerate Barnes. We investigated the other jewels and found cotton and a blue feather around a sliced glass case.
Oh yeah, that's why we were laughing
last time.
We were
Yeah,
calling penis.
it does look like someone misspelled penis. I can't stop it.
Still funny.
That was very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Understood.
All right, about the Aurora drop.
I hear the Aurora drop is an incredibly valuable jewel.
The Aurora drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry.
Then there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder?
I can't rule out that possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglary is low. About my dad.
Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but...
Are you my father? You want to ask me about Harry?
Yikes.
Yes. Do the police have any new leads in my father's whereabouts?
I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front.
Oh, well, thanks anyway.
I still don't understand it myself. Harry was working on the R case when he went missing. So it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too.
But the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue.
Seriously, where did Harry disappear to?
Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you've come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday.
Okay. Well, he wasn't particularly helpful. Let's talk to a Pokemon.
Hey, I have a couple of questions to ask. You got a moment?
Manic.
Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's Manectric.
Hello, sir.
Oh, here we go.
Hello there.
Oh, he kinda
Detective
cute.
Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Okay, this guy is either our love interest or he did the crime. Larry Turner, newest staff member of the dentist residence.
Or both.
Look, I'm open to fucking just about anyone, let's be honest. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Oh, wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry. My name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff.
House staff, huh? Seems like he's on over his head.
If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if...
You really don't have to be so formal with us.
Thanks. That's a huge relief. I got this job a little while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy.
Uh-oh, is that a
So
problem?
baby girl. Sorry.
Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I can handle all that, no problem.
And you're baby girl. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job.
Anyway, you wanted to ask me about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know.
But
I'm
he
really
does have a
sorry for-
kissable face.
Really sorry for taking up more of your time.
Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. If I look into your eyes, maybe I'll remember it more. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out.
Something attacked him. So not the thief then?
Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner?
Sure, no problem. All right, about the crime that took place. Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I'd made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. The next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds.
A Pokemon punched you?
Yeah, I feel like I
baby
glimpsed
girl.
a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon.
A red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was?
I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast.
I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt.
That's what the doctor said too.
No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So, Tim, now that you heard Turner's story, what do you think?
We need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window. And that red Pokemon, too.
Yep, you got it.
All right, about the culprit.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the... Oh, yeah, that's still me. I for a second, they both got swooshy hair, and I was like, oh, wait. Nope, this is my white man. No, sorry. The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby.
Unfortunately, that's all I saw.
I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit?
Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I'd never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. And I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect.
You don't think Barnes is responsible?
I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never even imagine him being a thief. All right, and about the Aurora Drop.
Do you know anything about the stolen jewel?
This jewel in my pocket right here? No. The Aurora Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. There's
Oh.
Mrs. Dennis.
Oh,
What sort of arguments?
spill the tea, bitch.
In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aurora drop. It seems like
Ooh.
Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly.
Every night? It must be what? Must really be a point of contention.
I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel.
So the Aurora drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, huh?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes?
Not our marriage problem.
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Oh, damn.
I'll flirt with you too.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's the wife. Oh, never mind. I'll
sorry.
still flirt. I
I was
am
gonna-
that kind of whore, but
I was about to say, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's his wife. Uh,
I don't care.
I was just gonna inform you, not that I was gonna. No. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here.
Detectives. Why does she still not have a name? Okay.
weird.
Detectives. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that.
Your husband. That must mean that
You're taken.
Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife.
I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions?
I do mind, actually. I'm
Please
going
leave.
to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved.
Has it?
What do you mean?
The police said that Barnes is behind all this. So the matter's settled.
She did it.
Uh-huh.
We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes. But we can't be certain if it was Barnes who committed the crime.
You sound just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes's partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes.
Did you witness the crime?
Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime?
You look as though you don't believe me. All right, about what you witnessed.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime?
Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly,
Mm-hmm.
but I did witness some irrefutable proof.
That's hearsay at best. What exactly did you see?
At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window.
So your evidence is that birds are flying.
Yes. Thank you
Alright.
for asking.
A bird Pokemon?
Yes. I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet.
Okay, but Altaria and Swablu exist? Anyway.
They're
We did
clouds.
find blue. They are clouds. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. So, those were Ducklets?
In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic.
A metallic sound. Do you know what could have made that noise?
No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit?
She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But it's all based on, is a metallic sound in the side of a flying blue bird Pokemon pretty flimsy if you ask me.
Well, if you believe it or not, she's the victim of this crime, so she's not actually responsible for solving it.
Yeah. So true, Bessie.
I don't know how to tell us this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit.
Then hurry up and find whoever it is. And get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for?
I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
About Barnes.
Excuse me.
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent.
Oh,
Innocent.
yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes.
Those two really trust each other that much?
Do they like each other?
I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer,
Oh, yeah.
in fact, than I've known Sanjeev.
Oh, it's an affair.
I suppose
Okay.
that's why Barnes has always taken my husband's side. They're sleeping together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you mean by that?
Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev. Why does Barnes get a say in your marriage, my dude? Just putting that out there. Even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial.
Oh yeah, they fucking.
That lack of self-awareness is just another one of his many flaws.
Sorry, I was eating matcha marshmallows. I got the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. I'm just here eating my popcorn while all this is unraveling. Do you think that's why she's sure that he's the thief?
All right, about Ducklet.
Excuse me.
Can you tell me more about Ducklet?
Ducklet is Barnes's partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Okay, we have some testimony.
You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing?
Yes, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel.
She's a bird.
Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
All right, about the Aurora Drop. The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel.
Mr. Dennis told me the same thing.
But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is?
You don't need to be mean to me like that, ma'am.
I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions.
Hey, my face always looks like this.
As it is, I'm not even sure that my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City?
So you're against donating the Aurora Drop?
I mean, what does a city need with a jewel? Just kind of asking that question.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm against it, but also, what does a city need with a jewel?
We have resting dumbass face.
Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded around for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few.
Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything.
I'm just having this moment where, like, we're having this conversation with this other human person,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, we pause, and then all of a sudden it's just Pika, Pika,
Yep.
Pika, 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 and then we're like, yes, indubitably. And then we ask them a question.
And meanwhile, over here, Clefable being nosy as fuck.
Clefable, all ears for mansion gossip.
Oh my god, I called it!
Hell yeah.
Babe.
She's fabulous! Oh, it's Clefable! This is Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions?
Hey.
Whoa, what gives? No need to be so rude. Don't talk about my mom like that.
I can be cute and tell you to fuck off.
I love her. Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe
Yeah,
she's
I
feeling
hope so.
sensitive after the incident here. She says we're sus.
Well, I mean, we are sus, but all right. Ask me anything you'd like. I don't remember what my voice for him
Wait.
was, so. What?
But did they just say that the pink one was his partner?
No, her partner.
Mrs. Denise. Okay.
Oh, Mrs.
I just heard their last name.
You're
I just
good.
heard
Mrs.
that. I
Dennis.
assumed it was him. My
Yes,
bad.
Mrs.
Sorry,
Dennis.
everybody.
All right, about the
Mrs.
symbol of
Venus.
revival.
What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival?
2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage.
Wait, you were a victim of the R incident?
Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop.
So, like, your jewels or, like, your jewels?
It's family jewels.
Ooh.
Take that as you will.
Sir, I'm a child. Don't talk to me about that.
Aren't we like 20-something?
I don't know.
Listen,
I'm sure we said we were in our 20s.
I still feel it. I'm a child and I don't want him to talk to me like that.
All right, I don't remember what the last line was.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
It moved on without me.
Yeah, I hit the button.
That's okay.
Well, no, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected.
That's incredible.
I guess there's some magic left in this world after all.
Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet.
Sounds like a valuable jewel. Oh, Maverick. Oh, Maverick. In more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop?
I decided to donate it to Rhyme City.
The Aurora Drop? But why donate something so precious to you?
It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Again, it's a jewel. What are you expecting them to do with it?
They're just gonna go, ooh, ah.
Yes.
Wow, Dinas, I'm impressed.
That's a wonderful gesture.
I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it.
Oh?
Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible.
Understood. We'll do everything we can.
Oh, we know about your life problems.
This Growlithe is so sad.
Oh, baby boy. It's Dinas' partner, Growlithe.
She sure doesn't look happy.
Growl.
Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down.
Maybe we should leave her alone for a while.
Oh my god, we are a shit detective.
Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl.
Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood.
Hey, sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee.
Barnes looks like he's related to my fuckboy.
Yeah.
Brandon Barnes, butler of the Dennis residence. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me?
Excuse me. Are you Mr. Barnes?
Who might you be?
I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here.
Is that so? My apologies. I am Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police.
Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation.
Cool. Thanks.
What would you like me to speak about first?
Are y'all two fucking?
Yeah. So about Mr. Dennis and you.
We're getting sexy time vibe.
Yeah.
Are we reading this situation correctly?
Is the radar going? All right, at the time of the incident.
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I'd realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room.
So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon?
No, nothing like that.
Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. We didn't see anyone. Could they have escaped from the second floor?
No. Did you check the storage room?
Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away.
Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time?
Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about, and the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. Yeah,
That's bullshit.
no one can take witness statements from Pokemon. Sure.
Except for me! And that's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something.
All right, about the culprit.
Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be?
Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Yeah, I'd like to point out this man, Mr. Dennis I'm talking about, is giving his butler a key to the storage room and not his literal wife. They fucking.
No wonder there's a divorce going on.
Yeah. Like, we could have seen the degradation of this marriage a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. But I would never do anything so senseless.
At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key to their hearts.
Alright, about Ducklet. Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Aww.
Oh, okay, that's kind of wholesome. That's kind of wholesome, not gonna lie. Also, yes, it's not a storage room, it's a love nest.
That's Ducklet with you there?
Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. This man is talking like a Pokemon fucker too. I don't... She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry.
Has sex with Pokemon. Ew.
I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet.
It's really no problem. My voice definitely sounds like this all the time, not when I'm just uncomfortable. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do?
Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
No.
Let's see.
She's the one who posts to my OnlyFans. No.
Yeah. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe.
So that's what the kids are calling it these
Yeah.
days.
Oh, she buys coffee beans. Nice.
There's a place nearby called the Hi-Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself.
If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hi-Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste.
I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't yet returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere?
She do that normally? Could she perhaps be dead?
No!
Have any idea where Ducklet might
Someone's
be?
dinner.
Unfortunately, no. The duck is really good, though.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever had that. Oh, no, I did. I don't think it was a good duck. I remember it was still in high school. My cousins all like pitched in for a turducken.
Okay, yeah, I sort of feel like
Turducken.
any time that you cook 3 proteins together, it's gonna turn out badly.
Mm.
The only thing that was like kind of good was the chicken, and that thing's like in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the turkey being real dry, the duck being real dry. But my parents also brought ham at Thanksgiving,
go.
so that's
That
what I
is a
remember
lot of
eating.
protein.
A big family was a lot of people. I would not recommend getting a turducken. The pictures found at the scene of the crime are ducklets, right?
Chat is making me very hungry.
Mm.
Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. What is Gulosto?
Yeah, of course you can't think straight. You're gay. You're gay for Mr. Barr.
Alright,
Mr. Dennis.
about the Aurora drop. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say that the Aurora drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's and my love. Or his career as a jeweler.
Oh.
I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him.
For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he?
Please, Tim, find the Aurora drop, I beg you.
That was a charged pause. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case.
Alright.
Oh.
Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm not really surprised the police is suspecting him.
That sounds like it is so expensive. Goose
Yeah,
stuffed inside a llama stuffed inside an ostrich. I don't know about you, but I can't go buy that at my local Publix. So,
Right, how does one even access that?
A llama? Sorry.
Oh, you're supposed to be dead. No.
Intense. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least.
About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim?
What? Huh?
Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember?
Oh, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something.
Exactly. You can leave the rest to me. Let's go question them, Tim.
Tim.
who's
No.
yelling at me?
Tim.
I think that's
the
Pikachu.
yellow.
Yo, main ectric, working hard?
Rawr.
Hey, what did I ever do to you?
It's so cute.
That was all you wanted to do?
Shit.
Here, we'll talk to you. What do you want, great detective?
He's jelly.
Eat my shit. Like, have you finished questioning Barnes?
For now, anyway. We just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect.
If you don't mind, could we ask you some questions?
If you insist, but I have no intention of sharing confidential information with you. Alright, about
Oh, hey,
Barnes.
bitch.
I have a feeling my dog is doing something bad.
Uh-oh.
One check.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Wee. Man, this man's hair looked like a straight up highlighter.
See, like, I feel almost bad for him, because he's definitely, like, the archetype of the, like, bitch rival, but also he's got one of the worst character designs I've ever seen. Between, like, the highlighter hair, the different color yellow tie, and the striped suit.
It's not doing much for him.
No. No, whoever his stylist is needs to be absolutely trashed.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind highlighter hair. I just think maybe they should have gone with like either go full green or full, the yellow has to match his tie. But like whatever the hell this in between shit
Yeah.
is.
Also, like his hair says I'm party and I am cool, but the rest of him says I'm a fucking square. So there's no. I get,
Well, maybe-
party in the front or business in the front, party in the back kind of idea, but he's not pulling it off here.
I think, yeah, he definitely needs some work, for sure. But like, what if that is his personality? Like, what if he dresses like a square, but like at night he just like goes to raves and shit? Like,
He goes in a little Speedo and, nipple tassels.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's actually a party animal in disguise.
I mean, look, I'd like him better then.
You go, boy.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Rip off that fucking ugly suit and go wild.
Oh yeah. Like, maybe his suit would be better if it wasn't striped. Maybe it's the stripes.
Well, I think the stripes are too thick. Like, if it was more of a classic thin pinstripe, it would be fine. But we've got, like, clown stripes at this point. It's just not attractive.
It's not doing wonders for this man.
No, it is not cutting a slimming silhouette.
On a side note, since we're still waiting. Okay, out of all of these ingredients that everyone here has said, have you ever had goose, llama, or ostrich before?
Me?
Yeah.
I have not.
Out of curiosity. I've had llama because in my culture we do have South America. Wow. But yeah, llama. There's a specific llama dish called chadke, and it's llama beef jerky. So llama jerky. It's pretty good.
Tasty.
It's pretty good. Very, I would say soft. Like it's definitely more lean, I would say. So if you've never had llama, it's pretty lean. But I've never had ostrich or goose.
I've had an ostrich egg, or part of an ostrich egg because they're huge. But
what was that like?
I mean, it was just a giant egg. Pretty
No,
much.
it didn't really.
Yeah, I didn't
like,
really notice any major differences. So.
I've always been interested. I'm like, yeah, but I don't. Where do you even get?
I don't.
that?
I mean, probably somewhere where there's ostriches. Florida. I know we have a lot of shit here, but I don't know about wild ostriches.
Yeah, no. Wait, when did you eat an ostrich egg then?
When I was traveling.
Oh, travel. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's see where the ostrich is located.
Oh, trashing parties by moonlight, squaring home by daylight, cannot run from a bat. Yeah. Mana is the llama, Kels is the ostrich, and we need Lemur has the goose eater to complete the trifecta. Hey yo, Lemur, you should definitely go eat a goose. Actually, you know what? I mean, I have heard of people eating duck before, but I'm gonna be real, I've never in the history of my life have ever heard of anybody eating goose. Like, ever.
I mean, you'd have to win a fight with a goose first, and I feel like that is...
impossible.
Well, it's not impossible, but also it's impressive. That's like a trophy you'd have. Hi, welcome back.
Welcome.
Were your dogs doing something bad?
No, Maverick was throwing up.
Oh, well. Hope he feels better soon.
I'm sure he's feeling better now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, buddy. Anyway, back to this.
So, were you waiting for me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We just talked about eating ostriches, llamas, and...
Yep. Have you had a goose?
No.
We do not have the trifecta.
We don't have the trifecta anymore. Anyway, back to business.
Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Barnes?
Oh, so you know that much already? Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mr. Dennis and Barnes. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all of this himself, which leaves Barnes as the only logical suspect. Not only that, there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a ducklet. Clearly, Barnes used the key to get inside the storage room, then had ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory.
Duly noted.
We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're going to find this ducklet that flew the coop, and then we'll get definitive proof. You'll see.
Well, I'll be continuing my own investigation.
Suit yourself.
Looks like Ken.
Yeah.
Does.
I'm
Okay, about the
just
investigation.
You could, this bitch could never. Are you following any leads other than Barnes?
Of course we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in this house.
All 4 of them?
Yes,
do you
it was
mind
very hard.
Do you mind if I ask you what your impression of each of them was?
Well,
Yes.
I suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife Claudia is reacting quite impetuously. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation.
Whew, that's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad.
One of their staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigations. He's told us about everything. He's told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
We'll
not
keep that in
4, 3.
Hmm.
Oh. No, thank you. We'll keep that all in mind.
Police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokemon. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clearer picture of what went down.
Alright. Well,
I have a job.
Manic!
Don't need to glare at us like that, Manectric.
Manectric!
Ah, calm down already. We're not gonna get in the way of your police work.
Brad's Manectric sure is committed to the job.
Do you think that's why he does his hair like that?
Right.
True. And he's been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he's helpful in that way, but
Manic!
I just wish he'd dialed back his aggression towards me.
Alright.
It's hurting my feelings.
I didn't want to ask you.
Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask you some questions? Yeah, we're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. You're willing to talk to us if we help Sanji? Oh, yeah, thanks.
Sorry, I had myself muted.
No worries.
Sanji?
Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell.
Yeah, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out.
Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev Dennis. So I guess Sanji makes sense.
How dare he not call him
Shoot
Mr.
us,
Dennis?
hey. Right, damn. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions?
Alright, about you, Growlithe. Growl.
Gotcha. As Dennis's partner Pokemon, it's your job to guard the mansion. And we already know that the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck.
Oh.
It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't.
She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key.
Oh.
So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh?
She's really got a strong sense of responsibility.
Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Alright, at the time of the incident.
Well,
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident?
Oh.
You don't know because you were napping?
Oh.
What?
Someone
Your breakfast so
ghosted.
tasty? So tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? I've been there, believe me.
Oh,
Our skeptical face, like,
Yeah.
bitch.
What exactly are you doing?
what? What are you even talking about?
Go. Go.
You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right around before the commotion happened. When you woke up, your precious Q was gone?
Wrong.
Yeah, I can tell you're upset.
Go.
You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks! We'll come back and ask for assist if anything comes up.
About Barnes. Go, go.
Well, she says Barnes is a kind of well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing.
Mr. Dennis really loves to, or does seem to trust Barnes after all. Sorry.
Go, go.
So, do you know if they're...
Yeah.
and Growlithe likes Barnes too.
Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. Jesus.
Only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us.
Thanks, Pikachu.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
my
for
job.
doing the one job you get.
What? You think we're thieves? You think we're the thieves returning to the scene of the crime? Got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you just answer some questions? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too.
Aw.
Oh, so you were willing to talk to us. Oh, okay, thanks.
Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis.
About you, Clefable.
Hey,
Do you have a job here at the mansion?
Look fucking cute. Faye.
I mean, besides look fucking cute. No job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Okay. Isn't it tough hanging around with someone so prickly?
How rude. Faye.
Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, didn't mean to be insulting.
Faye.
So Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? Oh, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, you're actually pretty nice.
If I was this Clefable, I would have already punted this Pikachu across the room.
Yeah.
I bet Clefable's really important to Mrs. Dennis.
Alright, at the time of the incident.
Did anything happen today?
Faye.
Clefable's saying she got real sleepy after playing in the mansion this morning.
I think I was right. I think the Pokemon were drugged. Faye.
Sleep powder! Whee! Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that.
That's too bad.
Alright, about Barnes.
What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him alright?
Faye.
Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have too much to do with him.
Faye.
But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt.
Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner?
Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us?
Faye.
Clefable was dozing near the front of the door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door.
Faye.
Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs.
Damn, Clefable has all the tea.
And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor.
That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor.
Yes, didn't we figure out that Turner was attacked by a Pokemon? Because it was too short?
Okay, let's start deducing.
All right.
Ooh.
The police suspect Brandon Barnes is the culprit. Begin interviewing the people. Okay, so we'll begin deducing.
Okay.
Alright, so we got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and gather our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we come up with.
Alright, so Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Turner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion.
And Growlithe said she woke up exactly at the same time. Wow, at the same time. Wow, I can speak today.
Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean that Barnes couldn't be the culprit?
Not necessarily, but okay.
Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel.
I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone.
Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us.
Looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence.
Alright, how can we prove Barnes' innocence? Pokemon testimonies alone are not enough to prove his innocence. Look for stronger evidence.
We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone.
I think we're gonna need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence.
But where should we look for it?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. Except cameras, but at times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this.
Where's the red Pokemon? The red Pokemon that entered the mansion is clearly involved in this incident somehow. Look for that Pokemon in Rhyme City.
Stop all the red Pokemon you see.
Yeah.
Are you red? No. We have evidence. It's called blackmail. True.
Exactly.
To get close to the truth of this case, we got no choice but to find the Pokemon that Witness saw. Oh wait, that's...
Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon in Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner.
Makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by the witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to find out what Pokemon it actually is.
Where did Ducklet go? Ducklet is nowhere to be found at the Dennis residence. Find out where she went.
At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window?
Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft.
Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that.
Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her.
Alright.
Okay.
Looks like the only way to continue our investigation is to gather info in the city.
But where should we go?
To the city!
Should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon?
If you're unsure, why don't we just try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on for that than the red Pokemon.
Oh, right. We did hear that Ducklet was supposed to go buy coffee beans today.
I'll bet you she went to the Hi Hat Cafe.
You're right. We should probably go search the cafe.
Let's not waste any time, Tim.
Alright, let's go back to the city.
Whee!
As I run into walls.
A mood, really.
Our client is just watching me run into walls going, oh my god, that's who I hired.
We're doing great.
Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do?
Looks like that woman has a problem.
Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble.
That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can do to help. That's what makes us the city's great detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time.
Right. First, let's hear what she has to say.
Good idea.
During your investigation, people in Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people in Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this list at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. What does that mean?
Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong?
My Lillipup's gone missing.
Oh no, what happened?
We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up, he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do.
We can't just ignore this.
That's right. Helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so.
We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people in Pokemon.
Really? That would be a huge help.
Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone?
Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here.
I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him.
I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup.
If we see a Lillipup running around in our investigation, we're sure gonna talk to it.
All right. Lillipup likes to go for walks. When his partner took him outside, he suddenly ran off. Help look for Lillipup. Oh, hello, officer. Thank you for coming to help. Take care out there.
Thank you.
Okay. Nope. Did something happen?
Oh yeah, something happened. A lover squirrel!
And now a jewel is gone. Okay, I can't go in there. Okay. Oh, look at how cute they all are. I know we went to the cafe. Is this the cafe? Aha, it is.
The High Hat Cafe.
Hi Hat Cafe.
Cute.
Lesbians.
Oh, Tim!
So true,
Rachel
bestie.
Myers, student at Rhyme University.
Hello there.
Jessica Miller, Rachel's friend.
Friend. Okay, wink wonk.
Wow,
With
what
benefit.
a coincidence. Running into you here.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are.
I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember! Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo.
Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter.
We're literally talking to our Pikachu right in front of her.
Uh-huh.
Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or?
Pikachu, you need to read the room.
See, can you just imagine? Pikachu. Pikachu? See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life.
I'm just looking out for you. I never heard you talk about actually having fun with people, Pika. Anyway, Pika, who's the woman, Pika, next to her, Pika?
Does she know that we can talk to him? I don't know if any of them know.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but
Also, like, I'm out here, like, judging him. Like, I don't actively hold conversations with my dogs all day, every day.
yes, but do you do it in front of other people while you're having a conversation with other people?
Just my brother.
Okay, so yeah, the answer is yes.
He lives here, though, so it's fine.
Okay.
I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before.
Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course. It's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now?
No, I'm gonna guess that she doesn't.
Oh shit.
Based on what I have to say next, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, what? No way. Me talk to Pikachu? Crazy
Weird.
girl.
That's
Aw,
crazy.
no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a little bit?
Mm.
Yeah, sure.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah,
Hardly
he's
looking.
actually more helpful than he looks.
I
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
like pancakes. Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that.
You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you.
No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been.
Are you sure?
Absolutely positive. I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me?
No way. I've had my
It's-
eye on you for a while now, Tim. Threesome.
Immediately turns around and starts gaslighting this girl. Excuse me?
Oh, does she mean what I think she means?
It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. Feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment.
Ah, right. Yeah, chat's right, stalker.
Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim?
Quiet, you.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
That was not
yeah.
I
Love
see-
Tim.
I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity.
Can I have a lock of your hair? Celebrity. I wouldn't go quite that far.
No need to be modest. You're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since.
Precious. Oh, I see.
But it's been a while since we've met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've both just been so busy lately, there hasn't been time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with the famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course.
Hey, I'm the detective. I'm the great detective. It's me.
By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. All right! Did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous.
Sounds great. I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer.
I'll be waiting.
No one says no to pizza.
I mean, I think Chad has got something right. Can I have something you half ate for my shrine? You just offer the pizza.
Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
What's up?
Well, it's about something going on at home.
Sounds serious.
Uh-oh. Don't make me promise that I'm not supposed to tell anyone else. That's a trap. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me.
I don't want to waste your time, though.
Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we could meet up tonight if you're free.
Ooh.
Sure, that
Stand
works.
by.
Thank
She's
you,
gonna
Tim.
get shot. Then we're gonna have to solve her murder.
In a kid's game?
Yes. Okay, then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Either
They
that
all
or
in
like
their
a Pokemon's gonna take something from her.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Hey! Not bad, Tim. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight?
They're not.
Uh,
We don't care.
it's called
Yeah,
Netflix
but this
chill
sounds
Pikachu.
serious. I can't just brush her off. The least I can do is hear her out for a little bit.
Fair enough.
Screw my family.
I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim,
It's not like you don't get to see them.
Oh my god, what do you
Ever.
want to talk about now?
Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
We literally got an award.
That was
for
it?
that.
That's it!
Hello, Ted. We can talk to you.
Ludicolo.
Oh, Ludicolo.
Look who it is.
Pablo
It's
Milan,
Pablo!
owner of the Hi Hat Cafe.
No.
Ludicolo, cheerful cafe assistant manager.
Oh, assistant manager, let's go.
Lulu.
Looks like she's in a good mood as always.
Can you imagine working at this cafe? And you're like, I gotta report to my assistant manager.
That's so funny.
The Ludi is the one that holds all of their annual reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she might know something?
She might. We can ask.
About you, Ludicolo. Luda.
You say you got an ear for rock now, not just jazz?
Luludi.
Apparently, Politoad and its friend put on concerts here at night.
Ludi.
And you really love that music, so that's how you went from jazzist to rocker.
I'd love to hear Politoad's concert sometime.
About Ducklet.
Mhm.
Have you seen Ducklet recently?
Ludi.
She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that, apparently.
Ludi.
Oh, and you sometimes see Ducklet at Serenity Park.
Ludi.
I see. So the pond water there is good for your fur, and you meet Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe. Oh, how nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots.
I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each
Oh
other.
God, Tim! God! Damn it, Tim!
Milcery. Rich with flavor and fortune.
God, I wish that were me.
Meow, meow.
Oh, it's Milcery!
Hey, Pablo, got a new customer?
Yeah. He just lets her hang out back there. Oh, I guess that would be me. Oh, you mean this Milcery? It's new. Just started living here, in fact. I wonder what sort of place it's from. Meow, meow. Whoa, hey, hold on, Milcery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. Meow, meow, meow.
I'd prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you just try some cream, Tim?
Sure. I don't mind consuming this Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's where this cream is coming from. And it smells great. I'll give it a try next time. It's like an Animal Crossing. When you go to the cafe and they're like, do you want pigeon milk? And it's like, no, but I'm going to say yes every time. Ew.
Where does the pigeon milk come from? Meow, 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 meow. Hey, Pablo. Hi, Tim. Did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning.
Sorry, I was looking up what pigeon, like just was the real thing. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case.
Oh, sounds rough.
Pigeon milk does not come from a mammary gland.
What?
Okay.
That is so
I think I know where this is going, but we're gonna read it.
I mean, it's kind of like how you know that oat milk doesn't come from a mammary gland.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Let's see.
Also,
What?
not me thinking that Pablo, like, knowing Pokemon and just in general games, like, I'm pretty 100% sure that Pablo is Cuban. Because he runs the coffee shop.
He is
He has
making
to be
bedroom
cute.
eyes at us.
He has to be Cuban.
Why?
Like, it's too obvious.
Okay, so I'm confused.
You mean you haven't milked the oats, Otters?
Oh, no, I'm still reading about pigeon milk. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's often called crop milk because it comes from special cells in the bird's crop. The crop is the section of the lower esophagus. I knew this part. Okay. I thought it was throw up. In some birds, it's used for storing food before digestion. Unlike milk from mammals, pigeon's milk doesn't come from a mammary gland, but it does come loaded with antioxidants and immune boosters that help the hatchlings survive. A couple of days before their eggs hatch, both pigeon parents start making a milky substance, which they will feed their hatchlings over the first 10 days of their lives. Excuse me. When the special feeding stops, I hiccuped. The special crop milk cells return to normal.
Yikes.
Pigeons
So a
and
pigeon
doves
can
aren't
only
the-
be milked for 10 days?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they gotta have a fresh baby to do it. Pigeons and doves aren't the only birds that can make this special milk. Flamingos and some species of penguins can as well.
Now you heard it here, folks.
From Bird Note, this was Michael Stein.
Flamingo milk and penguin milk too.
Yeah, so this is quite the picture that is included in this article.
You'll have to text us later.
I'm gonna send it to the Skype chat. I can't put it on chat in Twitch. I don't think it allows me to put pictures.
True, it's fine. Oh boy. Ew.
Oh my.
That looks
Oh my.
so gross. I don't like
So, for a descriptor, there are 3 pigeons on screen. One pigeon has its mouth open, and presumably, you can't see the beak of the third pigeon, but I'm assuming that the other 2 pigeons are shoving their beaks inside of this pigeon's mouth. And the pigeon who is feeding the other 2 has its eyes, like, it's giving you, like, half closed eyes. And it's
Bedroom
just
eyes.
zenning
so
out.
sad.
All these other pigeons are
Just
feasting
looks
on its
so sad.
on its throw up. Oh boy. Oh, did you share it?
I did not.
I don't know what the Skype just did something weird then. It's okay. Yeah, anyway.
Now that we've all been traumatized.
Thank
So
you.
if you ever play Animal Crossing, know that that's what he's offering you when he's like, "Do you want pigeon milk in your coffee?"
No.
So does that mean he
No.
just always
No.
has a baby? Like every 10 days, he has a new baby.
He's a busy flamingo.
That's a
Jesus, I read
yikes.
flamingo because of the.
Mhm.
So, yes, I did know that. Fun fact: flamingos are naturally white. Their pink color comes from the shrimp they eat. I did know that.
Just imagine eating enough of something that it just changes your color.
God. I don't know what color I would. What do I eat a lot of? I don't know. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Me? Sure, go right ahead. About the High Hat Cafe.
Excuse me?
You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now?
Yeah, feels like things are finally back to normal.
I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble.
Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Once you pick up my tab.
Not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the High Hat Cafe always always welcomes Pokemon customers. About Barnes, the butler from the dentist mansion? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work.
Barnes is a regular customer?
Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we've got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much.
He's been really stressed, huh?
You like jazz? No. You should probably ask for more details about that.
Do you like smooth jazz? I don't know what that's from. I don't know what I'm referencing. You know why? Oh, I said it like that. Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something?
Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters.
Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake.
Ah, so this
Yeah,
is for a
that's it.
case, huh? Then I guess I'd better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently, the dentist has had a difference of opinion about that. Oh, so this man does not only get into his employer's marriage, he then spreads it around the city.
Nice.
Barnes was
Okay,
talking-
only to detectives, I guess.
and the cafe owner.
And his barista.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument.
Sell it to the city instead. That does sound stressful.
I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place.
You wish there was no jewel, huh?
Anyway, that's all I know.
Then the genie Pokemon came by.
I hope it helps. Yeah.
Oopa?
Yes, thank you.
About Ducklet.
Excuse me?
I have a drinking problem, guys. I just went to take a drink of my tea and I just got it all over me.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Doing great. Do you know the ducklet that lives at the dentist residence?
Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes's partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon.
Just like Barnes said.
She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago.
Couple minutes ago.
Really?
Okay, let's start
Never.
the deucing.
Stop it. Just because you threw up doesn't mean I'm going to give you what you want.
Okay.
Did you figure out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion?
Let's piece together the information we've gathered.
Is she at the dentist residence? It looks like Ducklet isn't at the mansion. She's actually been with her partner Barnes this whole time. Or did she go to the Hi Hat Cafe?
She did.
I mean, she did go to the cafe, but now she's clearly not here, so...
I think it's phrasing because they said still at, so hi hat.
Hi Hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't Ducklet go to the Hi Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days.
And Pablo said that he handed Ducklet her usual order for coffee beans.
So I guess Ducklet headed back to the mansion then.
She might be back there already.
Alright, where did Ducklet go? She went to the Hi Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion and search for Ducklet.
Good idea.
Ducklet's gonna go in there and she's gonna be the meme where like the man is walking in with pizza and everything's on fire. That's literally gonna be her, but with coffee beans.
I like the cherry Pokemon just up there, hanging out.
Yeah, in the rafters.
Yeah, Bone Sweet. Sweet. Bone Sweet. I love Bone Sweet. The meme from Community, yeah. That guy. That guy. That's Ducklet, but with coffee beans right now. Me trying to name all the Pokemon as best as I can. As they pass by.
Donald Glover. That's where I was trying to like, what is the Childish Gambino's real name?
The Childish Gambino's real name.
That's what it's his real name. It's Childish.
No, his real
Um,
name is Childish, and then his last name is Gambino.
Yeah. What in the world were you doing?
Wow.
My apologies, sir.
Did something happen? Brad.
That is Detective McMaster to you. Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now. But when my subordinates
McNasty,
tried to
yeah.
catch her, they let her escape.
Gee. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion.
You know where she ran off to?
Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir.
Well, Brad and Manectric are gone.
But still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking?
Well,
Well, now what?
Should we put the search? Should we put the search for Ducklet on hold and look for the red Pokemon instead?
Yeah, sure, that's better than just spinning our wheels.
There are still places we haven't looked. Let's check them out.
I think this is probably a good place to stop for the night.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about anyone else, but I am getting sleepy.
Yeah.
I am a sleepy bitch. All right.
A mood.
So, we will end here for tonight. Any announcements, you guys?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yay.
Happy New
Yeah!
Happy New Year. We'll be back on Thursday as a reminder. Thursday will be our last stream for the week, and then I'm traveling again. So, yeah, tune in on Thursday because we'll be back. And after that, enjoy.
Yeah!
Have a good night, all.
everyone.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Bye-bye.